EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
A first down throw for Burrow. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll air it out down the middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on fourth down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. To throw is Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's second and 6. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Burrow. This ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Stroud going to set up to throw. Going up top. That's caught to the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Houston. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Second down, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You've got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Burrow on the bootleg. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll get that to all his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Burrow. That's complete to all the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get?
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Back to throw, Burrow. Now and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run here with Mixon. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he's into the end zone. Take Dell. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Stroud. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A carry here for Brown. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Brown. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Up the middle they go. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down. Now, on 2nd and long. Burrow to throw. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll be 3rd down. Burrow now. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now, Burrow. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now, an extra point really doesn't help that much. He'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. To throw is Burrow. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. A short game, down to the 7. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
GG's, man. You're a fucking sore loser, man. It's gonna give me the win automatically.